I grew up on a small farm about an hour and a half south of Sydney. I left school in year 10 and bounced around jobs and around the world until I moved to Melbourne with my girlfriend and studied my hobby filming. At this point in my life, I was just kind of going through the motions. I had very little idea of what I really wanted to do. Then on my 25th birthday, my sister gave me a present that would literally change my life. Straight away, it was really easy to get keen to open the book and do all the things inside it, but I chose to take it 1 week at a time, and I didn't open a new page until it was a new week. One of the weeks popped up and it was go to a new continent. It wasn't necessarily go that week, but it was organise something, and that was the kick I needed to make myself organise something to go over to Europe and do a European trip that I'd always wanted to do. I just needed to get it done. At this point, I knew the book was working. I was exactly where I wanted to be, doing exactly what I wanted to do. In Italy, I got the opportunity to go on a 3-day split board camp, hiking through the mountain on a snowboard that splits in half, basically. I was there as the videographer, and it was the first time that I felt like I'd been taken really serious. It just gave me that sense of, I was hiking through the Italian Alps, filming people snowboard. It doesn't get a lot better than that as far as I'm concerned. So to me, that was a huge way to cement what my passion was, what I wanted to chase, the things that mean something to me, that still give me that sense of accomplishment at the end of the day, and present challenges for me to overcome as well. Then I got an email from my potential job in Sweden saying that it wasn't there anymore. I didn't have a job in Sweden. So I was stuck to make a really big decision, whether to still try to leg it to Sweden, try for another job, or to fly back to Australia. Ironically, that week my task was to go somewhere that I wasn't meant to be and pretend like I was meant to be there. The Australian snow season was coming up again, and obviously I was thinking about how I could get myself in the door, and a friend pointed me to something they'd seen on social media that was an internship for the Australian and New Zealand Snowboarding magazine. It was about 2 weeks later, and I got an email back from them saying they'd like to organise a meeting. Went and had the interview, and that afternoon I was the new intern at the magazine, so I was stoked. In a year, I've gone from sitting on the couch watching snowboard movies to filming with those exact riders in those movies. Things that I thought were never even possible. I didn't think I'd ever meet the people, but I'm now working on projects with them. Ultimately what the book is a motivation tool for yourself, and it's always going to go the way you want it because it's your tool. It's you translate it, you make it what it is. It may have plant a tree this week, but I could plant a wattle tree, and the next person could plant a gum tree, and the next person could plant a pine tree. Who knows? Like, you can't help but get put on the path that is your passion or is something that interests you, because it's your interpretation.